You know, being able to take both of my kids hunting and fishing, I mean, you know, the memories that you have and the time that you get to spend together, I mean, it's priceless, really. It's just something you'll always have.
Okay, come on, let's go. Let's go fishing.
I heard a guy joke one time, he's like, he wanted to buy this piece of property a man had, and he said, you know, I can't sell you the property, I got too many memories with it. And the guy told him, well, you can keep the memories, but I want to buy the property, you know? And I always thought, you know, that's so true, you know, that's something you can't buy or sell, memories. You know, they're made. And the only way you make them is you got to spend time with your family or your loved ones to make them. You can't buy it. Well, you know, Jeff grew up, he loved sports. And so I think in his early age, he would probably pick sports over hunting. But he did like hunting, liked to be involved with it because his grandpa was in it and his uncles was in it, and it kind of gave him a good time to be able to get together with them. And probably when he was 7 or 8, he probably got more serious in hunting than ever. Of course, as a father, you know, you want your son to go with you because, you know, he's your buddy. And, you know, as a father, you kind of want your kids to grow up and kind of do what you're doing and all. So, you know, it just kind of worked out where, you know, he started going hunting and enjoying it, and, you know, got to spend time with his grandpa, and it was really just something he kind of just latched on to. And I went through here, right here. Just kind of took off with him. You know, I thank the good Lord for that every day, for making the whitetail deer, for making the wild turkey, and putting that out there is something that we could just form this inseparable bond over. And there's nothing else that I can think of that would allow us to have this type of relationship and you know, raise our kids involved in every aspect of it. We could live in the city, you know, we could live in the suburbs, wherever, but, you know, living on, you know, land that we own is where I want to raise cash. I mean, you can have a garden, you can get home early, you can go out and hunt, you can go out and fish, and he's going to be raised on the land, and that's what I did, it's the way I was raised. My dad turned me loose, and that's playing with cash. I hope he kind of follows in Daddy's footsteps. There's a lot of mornings I wake up and I look outside and I'm like, I'm blessed, you know, blessed beyond measure.
One of them mornings you're glad to be alive, glad that you can get outside and do what you like to do, spend the time out here.
You know, growing up in the city and not really living in the country when I grew up, you know, owning a farm, it kind of fulfills all the things you get to do when you was a kid, basically. I mean, I think everybody wants to farm, or everybody wants to be a farmer. Everybody can't be, you know, but, you know, trying your hand at it, something comes up, you do good, it makes you feel good. So, you know, being able to look out there and see you work, it's pretty enjoyable. 8 years ago, when we were deciding to buy it, it was a big step for my dad. It was a big step for both of us. It was a big commitment, but with it being, you know, one, if not the biggest investment of our lives, it was one that turned out to be a really smart investment. It took some time for us to realize that, but now looking back, you know, it was the best thing we ever done. Property is the best investment you can make. This is something that you own. This is something that you put your heart in. You work it every day. You put your heart and your soul and your mind into it, and it's a part of you. I mean, it really is. I mean, you know, when somebody comes to my farm and they look at it and they brag about it or say how good that's what you want. I mean, you want it to be pretty, but rugged at the same time for the wildlife. So, you know, I look at this farm and I think it's a reflection of me and my family, you know, and I want it to be good. I want it to be the best it can be.